Good evening, everyone. Apologies for the late start. We did have quite a few technical difficulties getting the stream live for today's broadcast, but we are up nonetheless. We do join this game of Husky basketball as they face the visiting Roadrunners of Rio Hondo College. 1 minute 45 remaining here in the first quarter. Score is 11-all. I'm Albert Robles. Thanking you for joining us here for tonight's broadcast and the doubleheader for both the men and the women's teams. Of course, women are on the court right now. And the women are looking to increase their standings in the South Coast Conference. Ball stolen away by the Roadrunners. That was number 25, Gabriela Diaz-Santos, looking to take it to the hole, but is blocked by number 4, Fernanda Zuniga on the other end. Substitution here for the Roadrunners, number 12, Alexia Valencia on the floor, coming in for number 21, Kathleen Rockmut. Diaz-Santos makes her second attempt. Actually, missed the second attempt. Roadrunners able to get the rebound. Valencia controlling the ball right now. Huskies looking to prevent any further offense from the Roadrunners here. Gets a shot off in time. Amaya Scott with the rebound. And a wide open Sarah Ramos on the other end with a Husky 2. Huskies back within 1. 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. This is Jaden Hill Maserati. Finds her teammate close to the near side corner. That was Audrey Campos. Missed the long two. As Ramos gets fouled. Foul's going to be charged to number 2, Emi Naruko. Third team foul for the Roadrunners, 4 team fouls in total for East LA. This is Millinghouse. Jump ball's called. It's going to stay with East LA. Amaya Scott will inbound. And it's stolen away by Gabriela Diaz-Santos. And lets one fly from the top of the key for a wide open 3. That's Maserati. Zuniga throws one up. And zeros are on the board. So that is the end of the first quarter right now, visiting Roadrunners with a score of 17 to East LA's 13. Second quarter coming up in just a moment. Once again, you are watching Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net. I'm Albert Robles. We do apologize for the late start. We did have some technical difficulties trying to get the broadcast up for today, but we have resolved those issues, so the rest of the day should go relatively smoothly, knock on wood. And with this break between quarters, we'll step away ourselves for just a moment. You're watching Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net. So we're back for the start of our second quarter here in game one of tonight's doubleheader between East LA and Rio Hondo College. Women's team are up right now. Rio Hondo currently with the ball. Here's number 23, Jaden Hill Maserati. Gets it off to number 42, Hesma Valdez. Tries to put one up, but is blocked at the rim. Ball was knocked out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover for the Roadrunners. Husky ball. Millinghouse will inbound it to Zuniga. Gets right back over. Here's Derica Millinghouse to her sister and then to Zuniga. Nice inbound pass into the paint to Ramos. Kicks it out to Saguchi. Mid-range jumper doesn't fall, but East LA quick with the rebound. Zuniga resets, gets it over to Derica Millinghouse. Finds an open Miracle on the outside. Can't get that one to fall. Ramos with the rebound. Back over to Derica. Finds Miracle on the inside. That floater falls. 17-15 in favor of the Roadrunners. East LA within two. Long point three shot attempt for Maserati. Just off the rim, a little bit long. Millinghouse with the rebound. Kicks it out to the far side. That's Ramos for three. Just a little long. Rebound, Roadrunners. This is Valencia. Gets it over to Brooklyn Romero. Romero floats one over to Hesma Valdez. Draws a foul. It's going to be charged to number 5, Derica Millinghouse. That's her second personal foul, first team foul for East LA here in the second quarter. Free throw attempt is good for the Roadrunners, so East LA down by 3. Here's Saguchi out to Millinghouse. East LA moving the ball around. Zuniga lets one fly for 3. That's going to tie it up. Great awareness and great ball movement here by East LA to create the openings and tie things up. 7:55 left here in our second quarter. And that shot goes out of bounds from the effort of Valencia. Almost exchanged back-to-back threes. But East LA will be the beneficiary of an out-of-bounds attempt. So the ball actually stayed with the Roadrunners, and the foul will be charged here to Fernando Zuniga, putting a little too much pressure on the actual corner, pushed the player out of bounds. Roadrunners able to inbound it. Here's Maserati. She lets one fly for 3, just a little short. And rebound goes the way of East LA. Saguchi able to get hands on it, was pushed out of bounds, so it's going to be a foul. Charged to number 30, Mary Jane Contreras. 18-18 still to score. 7:36 left here in our second quarter. Ball stolen away by Romero, but she falls out of bounds, so quick back-to-back turnovers. It'll stay with East LA. So head coach Bruce Turner not liking what he's seeing so far. He'll call a timeout, try to get things straightened away here for his young team and get things figured out. We'll step away for just a moment. You're watching Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net. So we're back from the Husky timeout. Verniga lets one fly, 4-3, just a little short. Rebound will go to Contreras, and a jump ball is going to be called for East LA. East LA having a little bit of a down season, coming in with an overall record of 9-9, but they have been playing better as of late, as they do have a 5-game winning streak going on. Miracle lets one fly, able to get her own rebound, puts that one back in for 2. So great physicality there by Miracle Millinghouse to push her team to a 2-point lead. Maserati, mid-range jumper, can't fall. Valdez with the putback. Roadrunners, they come in 9-12. So it should be an interesting battle here in the South Coast Conference matchup here in the Northern Division. Maserati finds Valencia, almost poked away by Millinghouse, floats one to Heza Valdez, banks one in for 2. Derica to Miracle. Defended heavily by Maserati, quickly hands it off to Zuniga. Zuniga to Zaguchi on the near side wing, quickly finds Derica in the paint. That shot doesn't fly. Rebound for the Roadrunners. Quickly gets it off to Brooklyn Romero. To Valencia. Driving through the lane along the baseline. Layup doesn't fall, but able to draw a foul. It's actually going to be an offensive foul charged to number 3, Brooklyn Romero. So a turnover for the Roadrunners here. Asia Harris in on the floor now for East LA. She'll take the place of Ramos. Derica quickly finds Harris. Nice smooth shot, but just a little short. Didn't have enough behind it. Little uncharacteristic of Harris. She's usually pretty on the ball with those shots, and a great three-point shot there by Alexia Valencia. It's a nice little rainbow arc of a three-point attempt.
Space. Empty, get higher. Alexia drop. Watch the passing lane. Brooke go.
Stolen away, Maserati wide open. Zuniga trying to make a play on it. Little too much on the layup. Roadrunners get the rebound. Second chance, no good. Rebound East LA. Zuniga to Miracle, to Derica and back. Stolen away, it's Maserati. No one's there. Easily makes the layup on the other end. So East LA was trailing, had tied it up, and have now fallen down by 7. Seguchi wide open for the 2. That one falls. Great shot there by Kaden Seguchi, younger sister of Kara Seguchi, former Husky player from the last 2 seasons for East LA. And of course, she's also the older sister to Kara Seguchi. Now, speaking with her father, Mr. Seguchi, earlier in the game, and apparently Kara used to play cub ball under Coach Renee, formerly, well, now the head coach for the Roadrunners. So a lot of fun basketball connections here between the teams and the players. So timeout on the floor, 29-22 in favor of Rio Hondo. 4:27 left here in the second quarter before halftime. East LA down by 7, but in a good position to make a comeback, kind of even things up, if not take the lead before halftime is got to have to clean up their play defensively, or offensively rather, because they've been making some mistakes that Rio Hondo has been able to exploit, have come away with a few key steals and blocks that have prevented some points on the board for East LA. Ramirez inbounds to Derica, stays inbounds, almost pushed outside, takes that one all the way to the baseline, finds Asia Harris in the paint. Shot doesn't go, but draws a foul, so Asia Harris will go to the line for 2. Foul is going to be charged to number 32 of Rio Hondo, Audrey Campos, the freshman out of Eagle Rock High School. First attempt by Harris is good. Second no good, but Derica able to get the rebound and draws a foul herself, so she'll go to the line for 2. So still potentially a 3-point play for East LA with the back-to-back fouls. Derica makes the first. And the second. So 2 for 2 for Derica, 1 for 2 for Asia Harris. 3-point play, kind of, sort of. East LA trailing by 4, just over 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. That's number 2, Emmy Naruko. Gets it to number 25, who draws a foul. That was Diaz Santos. It's going to be charged to number 3, Melanie Ramirez of East LA. It's the third team foul for East LA. So Santos will shoot 2. She'll make the first. And the second. We got a substitution here for East LA. Sarah Ramos in on the floor for number 3, Melanie Ramirez. Millinghouse will inbound. Quickly gets it over to Zuniga. Zuniga finds a nice open Ramos on the far side wing. Floats one up, just a little short. Harris with the rebound. Can't put it in, out of bounds. No foul, but the ball is turned over. It's going to go to the Roadrunners. Here's Naruko. Maserati can't bank it in. Ramos with the rebound. Throwing elbows, quickly finds Seguchi. Need to advance the ball. They're able to do so. Seguchi finds Derica. Out to Harris. Drives along the baseline. Out to Ramos. Zuniga. She finds a lane. Floats one up. Banks it in. That's good. Huskies getting a little more aggressive and moving the ball a little bit better, but they have to be able to secure it. As that shot from Gonzalez is good. 33-27. 6-point lead for the Roadrunners. Almost intercepted, but luckily Millinghouse had the height. She'll float one up. That's short. Harris with the rebound and a foul. Foul's going to go against number 32, Audrey Campos. It's her third personal foul, 5th team foul for the Roadrunners.
At the line for East LA, number 32, Asia Harris, shooting 2.
So Asia Harris will shoot 2. First is good. And the shot is waved off. There was a lane violation. Shot was good, but is waved off due to one of the East LA players getting a little jumpy. Enrico guarded by Zuniga. Nice screen provided by Gonzalez. She'll shoot for 3. Just a bit short. out of bounds and turned over to East LA.
22, 22. Gabby, face her, face her, face her, face her, face her. That's it. Go sideline. Go sideline.
Zuniga getting pressured and is pushed out of bounds. Foul charge to number 21, Kathleen.
Foul number 21.
To Kathleen Rockmut.
Rio Hondo foul number 21, Kathleen Ratchman. First second personal.
Correction up until the pronunciation is Ratchmut.
Bonus. At the line for the Huskies, number 4, Fernandez Zuniga. Shooting 2.
So Zuniga will shoot 2. First is good. And drains the second, so East LA was down by as much as 7 just a few minutes ago and has come back to be within 3, but Roadrunners still bringing the pressure here against East LA in their own court.
Power.
Noriko finds Maserati. Big screen provided by Valdez. Little Euro step poked away. And a foul is going to be charged
East LA foul, charge number 4.
to number 4. That's Fernandez Zuniga.
Fourth team foul. At the line for the Roadrunners, number 23, Jaden Hill Maserati.
So Hill Maserati will go to the line. She'll shoot 2. Makes the first. And the second. Zuniga finds Ramos on the far side wing. Back to Zuniga on the far corner. Poked away and stolen by the Roadrunners. Another potentially costly turnover here for East LA. Maserati lets one fly. That one's short. Harris with the rebound. Quickly hands it off to Seguchi. Seguchi finds Ramos on the other end. A little too much effort on the layup. Able to recover. Finds Derica out on the perimeter. Back into Ramos for 2.
Elbow. Elbow, Gabby.
Maserati. Out to Santos. Able to stay in bounds. 3-point shot from Gonzalez, no good. Millinghouse in transition. Stolen away. Bad pass. Was trying to get it over to Asia Harris. Almost a blocking foul charge there to Seguchi. Almost potentially a charging foul also. The refs say play on. Zuniga hits the mid-range. So East LA back within 1. 30 seconds left here in the second quarter. Ball's knocked out of bounds on Rio Hondo, so it'll be East LA ball. 26.3 seconds left.
Number 3, Brooklyn Romero, and number 12, Alexa Valencia.
As we get a few substitutions here for the Roadrunners.
Deep, deep, deep. Take away middle.
And Caden Seguchi.
Millinghouse able to inbound the ball. Finds Seguchi. 15 left here in the second quarter. And that one able to fall for East LA, 36-35. East LA takes the lead. Buzzer beater shot point, no good. Zeros on the board here at halftime. 36-35 in favor of East LA over the visiting Roadrunners of Rio Hondo College. So East LA able to find a little bit of steam and take the lead here at halftime. Pretty exciting and eventful first half. But we'll step away for this halftime break. We'll be back in about 15 minutes. You're watching Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net. So we're back live here at the E-Rena, located on the campus of East Los Angeles College, for the second half of women's basketball. East LA Huskies taking on the Roadrunners of Rio Hondo College. I'm Albert Robles, thanking you for joining us here tonight. And once again, I do want to apologize for the delay in the start of today's game. We had a few technical difficulties, but we have since resolved those issues, and we are now in the midst of a very contentious South Coast Conference battle here in the Northern Division between these two teams. East LA coming in today 9-9, while the Roadrunners come in with an overall record of 9-12, 0-1 in conference, while this is the first conference game for East LA. So Huskies looking to come away with a win here today and hopefully improve their standings in the Northern Division here in the South Coast Conference. East LA moving around the perimeter. Here's Jerica Millinghouse, quickly finds Melanie Ramirez out to Asia Harris. Here's Seguchi. Out to Miracle, shoots for three, just a little long. Seguchi with the rebound. Ramirez. It's a long three-point shot. That is good to go. So 4-point lead here for East LA to kick things off in the second half and the start of our third quarter. Esma Valdez working the body, banks one in for two. Derica finds Harris, looking to find an opening pass. Esma Valdez, and does so. Banks it in. 2-point shot for Harris. Jaden Hill Maserati fouled going to the line. Foul's going to go against number 23, Miracle Millinghouse. Not a shooting foul, though. Actually is a shooting foul. For a second, I thought that Contreras was going to line up on the baseline to inbound the ball. So looking at the first quarter or first half stats for these two teams, Roadrunners shot 27 in the first, 35 in the second quarter, shooting a little over 30% overall in the game, while your Huskies shot both 46 and 42% respectively in the first and second, shooting 43% in the game overall. So they do have the field goal percentage advantage over the Roadrunners, but they just need to kind of really bring down the number of turnovers. Rio Hondo has 6 points off of turnovers. East LA has 4. And East LA has committed 14 total turnovers, while Rio Hondo has only committed 3. So that's really been the tale of the game so far, have been those early turnovers, and they've been a lot for East LA. So have to clean up that level of play if they want to come away with a conference win here. Foul charge to number 13, Caden Seguchi. That's her first personal foul. Third team foul for East LA here in the third. Roadrunners yet to commit a team foul. So Roadrunners go 1 for 2 on that chip to the charity stripe. Caden Seguchi wide open, long two, air ball. Recovered by the Roadrunners. Nobody there. Maserati lays it in. Harris pass half court, one-on-one with Esma Valdez. In her face with a hand right in the air for 2. Esma Valdez definitely has a couple of inches in height differential over Asia Harris, but just couldn't quite get the defensive advantage over Harris as she falls to the floor. and she is in pain.
Her first personal, first team foul.
Harris a little slow to get up. She's walking it off. She's fine. Athletic trainer for East LA was quick to respond and ready to go should Asia Harris have needed any more tending to. But Harris is moving really well, which is great to see as Derica lays that one and count it and one.
Foul on the shot. The basket is good.
Foul's going to be charged to number 3, Brooklyn Romero.
Second team foul. Line change for the Roadrunners.
As we get a whole line change here for the Roadrunners, a whole new 5
Derek Millinghouse shooting one.
for Rio Hondo. Maserati coming off the court in frustration. So on the floor for Rio Hondo are number 22, Alexandra Gonzalez. Number 2, Emmy Naruko. 21, Kathleen Rochmit. Number 25, Gabriela Diaz Santos. And number 32, Audrey Campos. Ball knocked out on East LA. It'll stay with Rio Hondo. Naruko goes for the layup. Basket doesn't count, but the foul is charged to Fernandez Aniga, so Emmy Naruko will go to the line. She'll shoot 2.
Her third personal. Fourth team foul. At the line for the Roadrunners, number 2.
It's the 4th team foul for East LA here. So Naruko goes 1 for 2. Roadrunners down by 6. 6:27 left here in the third quarter. Millinghouse with the ball, poked away by Diaz Santos, almost stolen. So Ramirez will inbound, fakes the pass. Derica able to get her hands on it, out to Asia Harris, working the baseline, puts one up. Can't get that one to fall. Miracle with the rebound. That one's good.
Miracle Millinghouse with 2 for the Huskies.
Naruko guarded by Zuniga. Trying to find an opening, working to the outside, near side wing. That's Santos. She falls to the floor. No fouls called. Gets a second chance and is able to get that basket for 2. Zuniga to Miracle. Lets that one fly. Rolls in and out of the rim. Naruko to Diaz Santos. Finds Rochmit. Working the wing. Naruko, mid-range jumper, a little long. Derica Millinghouse with the rebound. Ramirez, big time 3.
Melanie Ramirez, number 3 for 3.
So Ramirez really able to hit the triple when she needs to. Able to do so that time. Puts the Huskies up by 9. Over under layup, no good for Rio Hondo. Zuniga able to strip it away. Quickly finds Harris. And a long pass just sails over Miracle and Melanie.
With a line change and substitution for the Huskies into the game number 15. Sarah Robles.
As we get another whole line substitution for Rio Hondo. So it's now Ramiro, Gonzalez, Maserati, Contreras, and Valdez. Here's Ramirez out to Zuniga. Harris to Ramos. 5 left on the shot clock. Ramos tries to draw off through the line. It's stolen away by Hesba Valdez. Quickly gets it over to Mary Jane Contreras. Out to Maserati. Lets one fly for 3. A little bit long. Rebound was made by Romero. Putback jumper was no good. So we'll see if East LA able to come up with some points here. Here's Harris getting some double team, working the baseline. Pass is stolen away by Valencia. Maserati lays it in on the other end. And a timeout called by head coach Bruce Turner for East LA. Probably hear him a little bit getting vocal there, saying he was calling for a timeout about 3 times. But he gets the call made that time here. We'll step away for just a moment. You're watching Husky basketball on SportsNetUSA.net. So we're back from the Husky timeout. We're live here from the E-Rena on SportsNetUSA.net. I'm Albert Robles, bringing you all the action here in tonight's doubleheader of men and women's basketball. This is Game 1 featuring the Lady Huskies of East Los Angeles College and the Roadrunners of Rio Hondo College. Men's game set to start at about 7 p.m. or probably about 20, 30 minutes after this game finishes up. We'll have an update the closer we get to the finish of this first game. Ramos with the rebound here, quickly finds Zuniga. Roadrunners able to quickly catch up defensively. Harris wide open, blocked by Hesba Valdez, and a quick foul made by Ramirez. They're calling her for blocking.
Shooting for Rio Hondo, number 12, Alexa Valencia.
So Roadrunners will shoot 2 here. First attempt is no good. That's Alexia Valencia on the line here. And second attempt, no good, but they do come away with the rebound. That's Maserati. Screen provided by Contreras. Shot goes long. Valdez, rebound out to Valencia. Long three-point shot, no good. Another second chance, also no good. Rebound made by Harris. East LA quickly in transition. Here's Millinghouse to Millinghouse. Behind the back pass, no good. Valdez almost came away with it, but Asia Harris able to make the recovery. Harris out to Derek on the far side corner. Three-point shot a little short. Valdez with the rebound. Maserati out to Valencia near side. Can't get that one to fall. Zuniga with the rebound. Quickly double teamed. Lets that one fly. Air ball, but Ramos able to be there on the other end. Here's Miracle, quickly finds her sister, Derica, who draws a foul. No basket, but she'll go to the line and shoot two. Do want to thank you for joining us for tonight's game between the Roadrunners and your Huskies. Appreciate all the support. Be sure to like and subscribe the stream to keep track of any and all games covered by sportsnetusa.net, but especially your Huskies, as we do cover them every season, not just for basketball, but also for football as well. So Derica goes 2 for 2, 55-46 with 1:25 remaining here in the third quarter. East LA slowly taking a little more control in the game. They've kind of cut down the turnovers here in the third quarter. They had 14 total turnovers in the first half. Amaya Scott, no good, but the rebound made by Derica, count it, and one. Foul charge to number 12, Alexia Valencia. That's her first personal on the fourth team foul. So Millinghouse will be shooting one. Free throw from Derica Millinghouse is good. 12-point lead with 1 minute remaining here in the third. And East LA has definitely increased their rate of play, both in terms of their physical play and mentally. They've really cleaned up a lot of the mental mistakes that they had been making in the first. Nice move there by Derek. It goes all the way to the hole for two. Maserati long point three, just a little long. Zuniga with the rebound. Quickly finds Ramos on the other end, lays it in for two. 62-46. 5 left here on the clock. Able to get the shot off, but it goes wide right behind the backboard and out of bounds. Zeros on the board. That brings us to the end of the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up momentarily. You're watching Husky basketball right here on sportsnetusa.net. So we're back for our fourth and final quarter. You're watching Husky basketball right here on sportsnetusa.net. We're live here at the E-Rena, located on the campus of East Los Angeles College. I'm Albert Robles. Thank you for joining us here tonight. for an exciting matchup here in the Northern Division of the South Coast Conference between the Huskies and the visiting Roadrunners. This is the first conference matchup for the Huskies, yet to face a conference opponent this season. Roadrunners already 0-1 in conference, so they could really use a conference win here tonight, but they would have to come up with a big-time comeback as the Huskies currently lead 62-46 here in the fourth quarter. And, of course, East LA, they've won 5 straight. They're currently 9-9 on the season as a long two from Amaya Scott comes up a little bit short, but the ball is still in Husky hands. Here's Derek on the near side corner. That three-point shot a little long. Heza Valdez able to come up with a rebound and finds an open teammate. Roadrunners in transition and knocked away by Caden Seguchi. So it's going to be out of bounds, but that's going to slow the good momentum that the Roadrunners are starting to build up on that potential point-scoring possession. That ball is stolen away by Seguchi into the hands of Zuniga. Quickly finds Derica Millinghouse, lays it in on the other end. It's number 3, Brooklyn Romero. Big screen provided by Heza Valdez. And a foul as Derica Millinghouse goes down to the floor. Kathleen Rochmit charged with the foul.
Hey, you're blocked. Pick up, pick up, pick up.
Roadrunner foul number 25, Gabriela Diaz-Santos.
So Diaz-Santos charged with a foul. It's her first personal foul, second team foul here in the fourth quarter for the Roadrunners. Scott to Zuniga. Taking control of the offense, getting everybody into possession. Caden Seguchi finding an opening, gets it out to Sarah Ramos on the far wing. To Derica on the near wing. Right through the lane, through the paint, lays that one up. No good, but a foul.
Derica Millinghouse fouled on the shot. Foul charge to the Roadrunners, number 42.
Foul charge to number 42, Hesma Valdez.
Team foul.
Third team foul. Millinghouse will shoot 2. First attempt is good.
Go, go, go.
Second falls a little bit short. Roadrunners trying to make something happen here. Rochmit would have been a long 2, but comes up short. Quick rebound made by East LA. Zuniga quickly finds Derica. Scott, long 3, no good. Rebound, Valdez. Santos blocked by Derica Millinghouse. Sarah Ramos on the other end. Can't connect with the layup. It's Kathleen Rochmit with the rebound. Santos back to Rochmit, to Santos. Almost stolen by Derica, and it is knocked away. Zuniga able to come away with it. Derica working the baseline, trying to get past Valdez, finds Zuniga. Mid-range jumper, little short. Rebound made by Zuniga. And a turnover. They're going to say Zuniga stepped out of bounds.
The Huskies into the game number 10, Olivia Paramo. And in for the Roadrunners, number 12.
Olivia Paramo, number 10, in for East LA. She'll take over for Derica Millinghouse.
Hey, high C, I'm still working. High C.
Long three for Alexia Valencia. 65-49. 6:15 left here in the fourth quarter. Long three from Scott, no good. Paramo trying to keep it in bounds, but unable to do so.
Roadrunner substitution into the game number 23.
Another substitution for the Roadrunners. Hill Maserati, she'll come in for number 32, Audrey Campos. Ramos, long pass to Fernandez Zuniga, quickly over to Caden Seguchi. Paramo, guarded by Diaz Santos, out to Zuniga. Long two, no good from Scott. Maya Scott hasn't really made I believe, a single shot all night so far. Not exactly one of her best nights here. Yeah, she's 0 for 4 from the field tonight. Here's Ramos. Layup a little too strong. Recovered by Kathleen Rochmit. Good ball movement there. Alexia Valencia lets that one fly. Three-point shot, no good. Roadrunner is able to get the rebound. Bank shot from Maserati, no good. And thrown out of bounds by Campos. So Rio Hondo unable to make the most of the second chance attempts, and they turn it over. Miracle floats that one in for two. Diaz Santos, long three, goes in and out, recovered by Paramo. We get some more substitutions here for East LA. Derica Millinghouse back in on the floor. Paramo going to the bench. Millinghouse finds Ramos. Out to Amaya Scott. That one's good for three. Actually, it's a long two. But Amaya Scott finally finding some points on the board. She had been 0 for until that long two-point attempt. That was Maserati letting it fly for three. Can't connect. East LA turns it over. Here's Maserati trying to get an open person. Almost had Valencia, but the pass was behind her back.
East LA substitution into the game number
Substitutions here for East LA. Melanie Ramirez and Asia Harris come into the game. In for Ramos and Derica Millinghouse. Nice steal by Alexia Valencia. Lets that one fly for 3.
Roadrunners for 3.
Roadrunners come away with a steal but draw a foul.
Personal. Second team foul.
Not a shooting foul, though, so Mary Jane Contreras will inbound. Big pass over to Valencia. Another three-point shot. That one a little off angle to the right. But Rochmet able to get the rebound. Finds Contreras. Letting that one fly. Harris trying to work the body for the rebound, but it's stolen away by Contreras. Valencia, another for 3.
Alexa Valencia for 3.
So Valencia really letting it fly and coming through. And lets that one fly again. Valencia has hit probably about 4 of her last 5 three-point shots. And they're back within 11. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Roadrunners starting to pick it up and take advantage of East LA just a little bit. So shot is waved off, but a foul is called. It's actually a 3-second violation on East LA. As we get some substitution, Valdez and Rochment will go to the bench. Diaz Santos and Brooklyn Romero in on the floor now for Rio Hondo. 2:17 remaining, 69-58 our score in favor of East LA. Here's Jaden Hill Maserati. Quickly finds Diaz Santos. Out to Contreras to Maserati. Long 3, in and out. Rebound Rio Hondo. Through the line. Layup no good, and Maserati gets that one to go. At a timeout by Rio Hondo, 69-60 with just under 2 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. We'll step away for a moment. You're watching Husky basketball on SportsNetUSA.net. So we're back from the Rio Hondo timeout. You're watching Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net. I'm Albert Robles, bringing you all the action here in tonight's doubleheader for the women and men's teams, as they each face Rio Hondo in a Northern Division Conference matchup. Men will tip off at about 7 p.m. here. And Rio Hondo has been surging here in this fourth quarter. East LA led by as much as 20 points with 4 minutes and 24 seconds left in the fourth. And now with a minute 48, Rio Hondo only trails by 9. A big part of the story, of course, I believe, has been the turnovers. 23 total turnovers for East LA, to Rio Hondo's 9. As Alexia Valencia is fouled in a three-point attempt, so she'll go to the line. She'll shoot 3. That foul is charged to number 5, Derica Millinghouse. Looking at the points off of turnovers, Rio Hondo has 19 points off of turnovers, and considering the amount of turnovers that East LA has committed, that's not too bad, but that is still a lot of points off of turnovers. East LA, 11 points off of turnovers, so they really have been able to capitalize on the turnovers that they've been able to manufacture on behalf of Rio Hondo, considering they've made 9 of them. 10-point game, 1:28 remaining. It was Derica Millinghouse. And a foul. It's going to be number 30, Mary Jane Contreras, with the foul. Jaden Hill Maserati questioning the call a little bit, but it wasn't against her. But you can understand the frustration just a little bit. Here's Zuniga trying to create some space. Works the lane, stripped away by number 32. They find Maserati, blocked by Millinghouse on the other end. No whistle called. And Maserati is arguing for a foul, but it looks like she's not going to get that call. So we get a substitution here. Alexa Valencia in on the floor for number 3, Brooklyn Romero. Maserati on the far side wing. That's a three-point shot, and it is good. And a timeout by Rio Hondo. We'll stay with you here. Some 62 seconds left here in the fourth. Score 71-64 in favor of East LA. In the first, Rio Hondo outscored East LA 14-13. East LA in the second quarter had 23 points to Rio Hondo's 21, and they led in the half. In the third quarter, East LA really put on the pressure and put up 26 points to Rio Hondo's 11. And here in the fourth, Rio Hondo, as of 2 minutes left in the fourth, Rio Hondo had put up 14 to East LA's 7. That point total has, of course, changed in the couple of minutes since this last scoring update that I've gotten stat-wise. But East LA has been shooting well. They've been shooting 43% for the game. They have shot better, but they have been shooting better by comparison to Rio Hondo, who have not been shooting well at all. Only 26% from the field for Rio Hondo. Shooting 21% for three-point attempts compared to 18% for East LA. And, of course, another part of the story is, are you making your free throws? And if you're Rio Hondo, you've been made half of them, shooting about 56% from the charity stripe. East LA shooting 80% from the free throw line as Zuniga hits another 72-64 with 42 left. And a lane violation, so that's going to get waved off. Here's Maserati, a little bit of a body check against Saguchi. No foul called, though. Long three, no good. Harris with the rebound, quickly offset to Zuniga. Finds Ramos as Zuniga goes into the bench and into the arms of Coach Turner, trying to maintain possession, but it's stripped away by Maserati. They find Contreras on the other end, quickly tripled up by the Huskies. Here's Valencia. 4-3, just a bit offline, into the hands of Derica Millinghouse. Gets right past Maserati, loses possession out of bounds, but 4.5 seconds remain on the clock. And in the words of Sir D. Haynes, It's pretty much all academic now. East LA will just have to inbound the ball, and they can just dribble it out. Was an Eagle put one up anyway. It's a bit of a last-ditch attempt. But zeros are on the board. Final score, 72-64. East LA coming up with the victory here and their first conference win here in the North Division of the South Coast Conference. Coming up in a few short minutes, currently 6:40 p.m. At 7 p.m., the men will tip off against Rio Hondo College, and the men for East LA, they're on a hot one. They've won 14 in a row and are looking to win their second conference game this season. Until then, I'm Albert Robles for Sermon D. Haynes and Ed Ford. You've been watching Husky basketball right here on SportsNetUSA.net.